Hey there! Have you ever wondered how giant salmon, those huge, tasty fish, go from swimming in icy waters to landing on your plate? Well, get ready, because we're heading to Norway, the land of snowy mountains and deep, twisty fjords, where they farm over 1.53 million tons of salmon every year. That's more than half the world's Atlantic salmon. Picture this. If you stacked all that salmon, it'd fill a football stadium to the top. Crazy, right? Today, we're diving into the wild world of monster salmon farming, where they grow these giants from tiny eggs to massive fish, catch them in the ocean, and turn them into yummy meals for fancy tables everywhere. It's like a fish adventure from start to finish. Norway's the king of salmon. Over 50% of the global supply comes from right there, and we're going to see how they do it step by step. We'll peek at eggs hatching, giant cages rocking in the sea, nets scooping up huge hauls, and even how they slice them into fillets or smoke them into something super tasty. Oh, and stick around till the end. We've got amazing footage, like salmon swimming right at you. If you think this sounds cool, give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down there so we can explore more neat stuff together. Ready to meet these monster salmon? Let's jump in and see how Norway makes it happen. So why is salmon such a big deal, and why is Norway the champ at growing it? Let's find out. Norway's this amazing place with tall, snowy mountains and deep, twisty fjords. Those are like giant water valleys carved by ice long ago. It's super pretty, but it's also perfect for raising monster salmon, over 1.53 million tons every year. That's more than half the Atlantic salmon in the whole wide world, over 50%. Imagine all those fish swimming around, tons and tons of them, enough to fill up stadiums. In 2023, Norway made $11.9 billion selling all that salmon to places like the US, Asia, Europe, everywhere. It's like a giant fishy treasure chest, making the country super rich. But it's not just about the money. Salmon's so yummy and good for you, it's like superhero food. Let's talk fjord magic first. Those deep, cold waters in Norway are full of oxygen, and they flow just right, keeping everything clean and fresh. It's like the ocean's giving salmon a big, comfy hug, perfect for growing huge and healthy. The water's icy cold too, straight from the Atlantic, and salmon love that. It makes them strong and tasty. Plus, the fjords are super deep, hundreds of feet sometimes, so there's tons of room for fish to swim around without bumping into each other. Picture it, clear, blue water winding through mountains, packed with salmon zooming along. It's nature's fish farm. Oh, and the air's clean. The sun's just right, not too hot. And it all mixes together to make Norway the best spot ever for salmon. Now, let's talk money and meals. That $11.9 billion helps tons of people. Farmers, boat drivers, fish cutters, all have jobs because of salmon. It's a big deal for Norway, like finding gold in the water. They ship it all over, maybe to your grocery store or a fancy restaurant near you. And when you eat it, oh man, it's amazing. Juicy, pink, and packed with stuff like omega-3s that make your heart happy and your brain smart. Imagine grilling a big piece or eating it raw in sushi, so soft and delicious. People everywhere love it. Kids, grown-ups, even picky eaters say yes. It's not just food. It's a big, tasty story about Norway working with nature to grow these giants. Picture boats loaded with salmon heading out to feed the world. It's a fish party. Oh, and have you tried salmon? Maybe on a pizza or in a sandwich? It's the king of fish, and Norway's the king of making it. Over half the planet's supply. Farmers there work super hard to keep it coming, and it's worth it because salmon's so awesome. Stick with me. We're going to see how they grow these monsters next. Now let's meet our monster salmon up close. How do they go from tiny eggs to giants? It's like a fishy growing up story. It all starts with eggs, little orange balls, smaller than marbles, collected from healthy mama salmon in Norway. Farmers grab them super careful, like picking berries, and sort them with feathers. Yep, feathers. Tickling away any that look wonky or weak. Only the best eggs make it because they've got to grow into strong fish. Then they plop them into special tanks, incubation tanks, like baby fish cribs with clean, fresh water flowing gentle and steady. Farmers keep it perfect, not too hot, not too cold, so the eggs can grow happy. It takes 30 to 60 days, about a month or two, for those eggs to turn into what they call eyed eggs. That's when you can see tiny black dots inside, like little fish eyes peeking out. Cute, huh? They're tougher now, not so fragile, ready for the next big step. Picture millions of these eggs, all lined up in tanks, waiting to hatch. It's like a salmon nursery. Oh, and here's where the baby steps begin. After hatching, these tiny salmon pop out, called 11s, and they've got this yolk sac stuck to their bellies, like a little food backpack. It's yellow and squishy, and it feeds them for weeks. No snacks needed yet. They wiggle around in the tanks, super small, smaller than your pinky, sucking up that yolk till it's all gone. Imagine a million baby fish with their own lunch bags swimming in circles, so tiny and wiggly. Farmers watch them close, keeping the water clean and cool, because these babies are picky about their home. Once that yolk sac's empty, they turn into fry, little fish ready to eat real food. Now they get tiny pellets, think fishy Cheerios, packed with nutrients to make them grow strong. They're still in freshwater tanks, not the big sea yet, and farmers keep them spread out, low density they call it, so they don't get stressed or cranky. Picture them munching away, getting bigger every day, like little fish superheroes bulking up. Oh, and growing up fast is next. After a few months, these fry turn into juvenile salmon, teen fish, and move to bigger ponds, still fresh water, to stretch their fins. They swim around, eating more pellets, getting chubbier and longer, 13 to 15 centimeters by autumn, about the size of a ruler. That's when they're ready for the big move, out of the cozy ponds and into the salty sea. Farmers scoop them up and truck them to ocean cages where they'll turn into monsters. It's a big trip, like going from kindergarten to high school, but for fish. Imagine those little guys starting as eggs smaller than a pea, then hatching with yolk sacs, munching pellets as fry, and growing into juveniles, all in less than a year. Farmers are like fish parents, checking the water with gadgets to keep it just right, not too warm or dirty. Oh, and they've got to watch for sickness. Tiny germs can sneak in, so they're super careful, like doctors for fish babies. Picture standing by those tanks, water bubbling, tiny salmon wiggling everywhere. It's a baby fish party. Could you sort eggs with a feather without giggling? I'd be tickling myself silly. It's all about getting those eggs to grow into giants, millions of them every year. Next, we'll see where they head to the sea. Stay tuned. Now, our salmon are ready for the big leagues, deep sea cages in Norway's icy waters. After growing up in ponds, those juvenile fish, 13 to 15 centimeters long, get trucked to the ocean and plopped into giant cages floating in the Atlantic. These aren't just any cages. They're monster fish homes made of tough nets and strong frames that don't rust, even with all that salty water splashing around. Farmers set them up in deep fjords or open seas where the currents are strong and the water's super clean and cold, packed with oxygen. It's like the perfect fish playground, mimicking where wild salmon swim, but with a little help from humans. Picture these cages bobbing up and down. Big enough for millions of salmon to zoom around without bumping into each other? Oh, and here's the ocean homes part. These cages are huge, sometimes 100 feet across, so the salmon can swim free, flapping their fins like they're in the wild. The strong currents sweep through, carrying away fish poop and keeping the water sparkly clean. That's super important, because dirty water makes salmon grumpy and sick, and we want them happy and growing. They stay here for 1.5 to 2 years. That's a long time. Bulking up from tiny teens to giant monsters, 5 to 6 kilograms each, about 11 to 13 pounds. Imagine a fish heavier than your backpack swimming in circles all day. Farmers pick spots with high oxygen. Salmon love breathing that stuff, and the cold water keeps them tough and tasty. Picture standing on a boat, looking down at a cage full of salmon, shiny, pink, and huge, splashing around in that deep blue sea. It's like a fish city out there. Oh, and now for the tech tricks. These aren't old-school cages. Norway's got fancy stuff. They use underwater sensors to check the water temperature, oxygen levels, and even how clean it is. If it's too warm or yucky, they know right away. There are cameras too, little fishy spy cams, watching the salmon swim, making sure they're happy and eating. Farmers peek at screens on their boats. Cool, huh? To keep everything perfect. Oh, and feeding's high-tech too. Automated machines toss in nutrient-rich pellets full of protein, fish oil, and minerals like a salmon superfood smoothie. They drop it right on time so the fish grow fast, hitting that 5 to 6 kilos like champs. But wait, there's more. Parasites like sea lice can bug the salmon, so farmers use cleaner fish, little buddies like wrasse, that swim in and eat the lice right off. No chemicals are needed, just nature's helpers. Imagine those tiny fish nibbling away, keeping the big salmon clean. It's like a fish spa day. Oh, and they tweak the light and salt levels too. Salmon like it just right, to keep them calm and healthy. Picture those cages rocking in the waves, sensors blinking, cameras rolling, cleaner fish darting around. It's a high-tech fish party. Could you watch a fish cam all day? I'd be glued to it. Look at that salmon go. Farmers work hard with all this gear to grow millions of these monsters. Perfect size, perfect taste. Next, we'll see what happens when the sea gets wild. Stick around. Farming monster salmon in the sea isn't all smooth sailing. Nature throws some big curveballs. Those giant cages out in Norway's fjords are awesome, but when the ocean gets mad, it's a whole adventure. Let's start with stormy seas. Picture this. Huge waves crash, smashing into the cages, rocking them like a roller coaster gone wild. Storms can roll in fast. Wind howling, rain pouring, trying to rip the nets or snap the frames. Farmers turn into sea superheroes, racing out in boats to tie extra ropes and check every inch of those nets for holes. One tear and whoosh, salmon could swim away. Did you know over 200,000 salmon escape some years when storms hit hard? That's like a fish jailbreak, thousands zooming off into the wild. Farmers hate that because it's lost fish and messes with nature. Those escapees can mix with wild salmon and cause trouble. Imagine waves taller than your house splashing over the boat while they're fixing stuff. Yikes! They've got to be brave and quick to keep those monsters safe. Oh, and then there's the lice fight. Sea lice, tiny itchy bugs, love hopping onto salmon, nibbling their skin, making them sick or stressed. In the wild, salmon swim away from lice, but in cages, they're stuck. Farmers can't just squish them all, they're too small, so they've got smart tricks. Remember those cleaner fish from the cages? Little wrasse swims in and eats the lice right off. It's like a fishy cleanup crew. No chemicals, just nature doing its thing. But sometimes lice get sneaky, and farmers use special baths, dipping salmon in safe treatments to wash them off. Picture dipping a giant fish in a tub without hurting it. They've got to watch closely too. Lice can spread fast, and sick fish don't grow into yummy giants. Oh, and the water's got to stay clean. Too much fish poop or food bits can make it yucky, so those strong currents help flush it away. Farmers check with sensors to make sure it's all good, or the salmon get cranky. Imagine being out there, waves crashing, lice creeping, fixing nets, and dipping fish. It's a big battle. Could you fight off lice with a tiny fish army? I'd cheer them on. Go, wrasse, go. It's tough, but Norway's farmers keep those millions of salmon growing strong. Nature's wild, but they're wilder. Next, we'll see how they catch these giants. Stick around. It's harvest time. Time to catch those monster salmon. After 1.5 to 2 years in Norway's sea cages, they're huge, 5 to 6 kilograms, like a big bowling ball with fins. Farmers don't mess around. They head out in boats, ready to scoop up millions of these giants every year. It's a wild fish roundup. Let's talk the net dance first. Picture this. A boat pulls up to a cage, waves rocking, and farmers lower a big encircling net into the water. It's like a giant fish hug, wrapping around the salmon slow and steady. They shrink the space bit by bit, herding them into one corner of the cage. The salmon flop around, all shiny and pink, not knowing what's up. Then comes the cool part. Giant scoops. Big curved nets on poles dip in, lifting those monsters out, one scoop at a time. They've got to be gentle, super gentle, so the fish don't get scratched or freaked out. Why? Stressed salmon don't taste as good. The meat gets mushy, and nobody wants that. Imagine scooping up a 13-pound fish without bonking it. Tricky, huh? Farmers are like fish whisperers, keeping them calm and happy till the end. Oh, and now the big haul. Once they're scooped, the salmon go straight into special tanks on the boat, big tubs with oxygen pumps bubbling away. That keeps them fresh and alive till they hit the shore. Picture this. One boat can carry thousands of salmon, piles of them, heading to processing plants fast. Norway harvests millions every year, tons and tons, enough to feed whole countries. They've got trucks waiting too, with more oxygen tanks to roll them inland. It's a huge operation. Boats bobbing, nets swirling, fish flapping everywhere. Oh, and they've got to stick to strict rules. Everything's clean and safe, no yucky stuff, to keep the salmon perfect for eating. Imagine standing on that boat, water splashing your boots, scooping giants while the fjords glow around you. It's like a fishy action movie. Could you scoop a salmon without dropping it? I'd probably splash myself silly. Farmers make it look easy, but it's a big wet job to catch these monsters. Millions of them, all ready for the next step. Next, we'll see how they turn them into dinner. Stick around. Now our monster salmon are caught. Time to turn them into dinner. They roll off the boats in Norway, straight to processing plants and big water tanks, bubbling with oxygen, keeping them super fresh. These plants are like fish kitchens, buzzing with action to get those giants ready for your plate. Let's start with the fillet factory. Picture this. A salmon, 5 to 6 kilograms, shiny and pink, hits the line. Workers grab it and check it quick. Heavy enough? Fresh enough? Yep, it's a keeper. First, they clean it, sloshing it in cold water to wash off any sea gunk. Then the messy part, they discowl it, fancy word for scooping out the guts, and eviscerate it, pulling out all the insides. Knives zip fast, cutting off the head and tail, leaving just the juicy body. Oh, and here's the cool trick. They fillet it, slicing the meat off the bone super careful, like peeling an apple, but way slipperier. Each salmon gives about 2 to 3 kilograms of fillet. That's 4 to 6 pounds of pure yum. Workers use special knives, sharp as anything, sawing along the spine to get clean, boneless pieces. Imagine that. A big fish turns into perfect pink slabs, smooth and soft, no prickly bones sneaking in. They wash them again, checking every piece with eagle eyes. No impurities, no leftovers. Then they cut them into chunks, 200 to 500 grams like big steak bites, depending on what stores want. Picture a conveyor belt rolling, piles of fillets stacking up, all shiny and ready. Oh, and they pack them fast. Some get vacuum sealed, suck, in plastic. Others go in styrofoam boxes with ice, chilled at 0 to 4 degrees Celsius so they stay fresh for 7 to 10 days. Want to freeze them? Down to -8, and they're good for months. Imagine those fillets piling up, pink mountains ready to ship. Now, let's dive into smoky secrets. Not all salmon stop at fillets. Some turn into smoked salmon, the fancy stuff. They pick smaller ones, 2 to 4 kilograms, because they soak up flavor better. Workers fillet them, then salt them up, either by hand or with machines, hitting at least 3.5% saltiness in a brine bath, sloshy and wet. The salt sinks in slow, resting for hours, so the meat's juicy and tasty, not dry or blah. Then into the smoking chamber, where it's all smoky magic. They control the heat, nice and low, and time it just right, puffing wood smoke over the fillets to get that golden outside without cooking the inside to mush. Picture that smoke curling around. Smells so good, turning the salmon smoky pink. After smoking about a day, they cool it down and let it sit for 48 hours, letting those flavors soak deep. Then they trim it, check for bones, none here, and slice it thin, like fancy fish ribbons. Packed up, it's good for 10 to 21 days, perfect for sandwiches or crackers. Imagine biting into that. Smoky, salty, melt in your mouth good. Oh, and they've got to keep everything super clean. Strict rules. No germs are allowed, so it's safe and delicious. Picture those plants. Knives flashing, smoke puffing, fillets flying. It's a fishy factory party. Could you slice a fillet without nibbling it? I'd sneak a bite. So tasty. Farmers and workers team up to get those monsters from sea to table. Millions of them. Next, we'll peek at what's coming for salmon farming. Stick around. So, what's coming for our monster salmon? Let's peek into the future. It's super cool. Norway's already the salmon king, growing over 1.53 million tons a year, but they're dreaming bigger, like 5 million tons by 2050. That's a lot more fishy giants. Farmers are cooking up new tricks to make it happen, keeping the oceans happy too. First up, tech tomorrow. Picture this. Super smart cages floating out there, cages with brains. They've got sensors and cameras, watching the water temperature, oxygen, even how the salmon are feeling. If something's off, too warm, too low on air, phones buzz farmers so they can fix it fast. Oh, and drones might zoom over, dropping food pellets or spotting sick fish from the sky. Imagine a robot boat checking cages all by itself, like a fishy sci-fi movie. Some farms are testing deeper sea spots too, way out where waves are wild, but there's tons of room. Picture salmon swimming in giant underwater playgrounds, growing even bigger. Monsters. Tech's gonna make farming faster and smarter. More salmon, less hassle. Now let's talk green dreams. Farmers want to grow all those fish without messing up the planet. Wild salmon are getting rare, too much fishing, so farming's got to save the day. One big idea, swapping fishy feed for plant stuff. Think veggie pellets, like salmon granola. That means less minnows get scooped from the sea, good for the ocean. Oh, and clean energy's coming, solar panels on boats, or wind-powering pumps, cutting yucky smoke. Imagine boats running on sunshine, hauling salmon with zero pollution. Cool, huh? They're fighting climate change too. Warmer seas can stress salmon out, so some are building indoor tanks, big fish pools, with chilly water to trick them into thinking it's fjord time. Picture salmon chilling inside while storms rage outside. Smart. Oh, and they're tackling lice and escapes. New nets zap lice away, and trapdoors stop runaways. No more 200,000 fish bolting free. Farmers want millions, maybe billions, of salmon someday, all grown green and safe. Could you invent a salmon gadget? I'd make a fish-hugging robot to keep them cozy. Imagine those fjords buzzing with high-tech cages, solar boats, happy salmon swimming. Norway's planning a fishy future. It's all about growing giants forever, yummy and earth-friendly. Next, we'll wrap it up. Stick around. Wow, what a trip, from tiny eggs to monster salmon on your plate. We've seen it all in Norway, how they hatch those little orange eggs, raise them in fjord cages, battle storms and lice, scoop them up as giants, and slice them into fillets or smoke them fancy. Yum! And even dream up cool future tricks. It's a wild journey from icy waters to your table, and Norway's the champ, growing over half the world's Atlantic salmon, 1.53 million tons. Picture those fjords packed with fish, boats buzzing, kitchens sizzling. It's a salmon party. Oh, and stick around after this. We've got awesome footage coming, salmon swimming right at you, like you're underwater with them. Imagine peeking into those cages, giants zooming by. So cool. If you love this fishy adventure, give it a big thumbs up and smack that subscribe button down there so we can explore more neat stuff together. Oh, and tell me your salmon story below. Have you eaten it, grilled it, or tried that smoky kind? Maybe you've got a wild idea for farming them. Let's hear it. I'm dying to know. Did you ever chomp a fillet and think, wow, this came from Norway? Farmers work crazy hard, fighting waves, lice, even the future, to bring us these tasty monsters. And now you've got the whole scoop, from eggs to eats. Oh, and that future stuff, lasers and solar boats, it's coming fast, maybe more salmon than ever. Next time, we'll dive into something new, more sea goodies or something totally wild. What do you want to see? Drop it in the comments. I'm all ears. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's been a blast swimming through this salmon world. Picture those giants out there, growing big, waiting to be your next meal. So awesome. Hit that like if you're hungry now. I sure am. See you soon for our next big adventure. Bye for now.